there really are two layers to the question, it seems to me, about ongoing growth in virtue. On the one hand, we want to continue to exercise the virtues that we have acquired. You will lose the virtue you have acquired, and I'm using this language of acquired in the sense that young children don't have certain virtues that we hope they will acquire through repeated actions and a coming to embrace the principles that we instill in them. Other virtues are infused. Those are the virtues of faith, hope, and charity. Those are gifts. But if you aren't exercising faith, hope, and charity, right, that light, that grace is not going to be utilized and can, in fact, be extinguished, as happens in some sad cases where the gift is rejected, right? So the virtues that we've acquired or otherwise possess, if not exercised, will fall into disservice and disappear. Another dimension to this is, our goal is not just we're not trying to be, right? As Christians, we're striving to act. God is ultimately perfection of activity, right? He's completely active. There's nothing passive about God. And so we are ultimately striving to be as much like God as possible. That's why the emphasis upon the activity of the virtues really matters. And it's not merely the imitation of God, the activity of the virtues and all the ways in which we live out the proper human good, which, again, is ultimately oriented towards God. But think of the virtues required to be a good husband or a good wife or a good father, a good child, a good whatever one's work is, right? So virtue enables us to go back to the definition, right? It makes us good, and it enables us to do our proper work well, and that work has a number of different spheres. So the order of any human life is a kind of narrative order. There's a beginning. There's a story you can tell about where you came from. There's a whole complex succession of middle parts, but it's a narrative order that's ultimately a quest, right? We are striving to become all that we are called to be, and to stand still at some point in that story is to have your narrative pass you by